Hello everyone. Hello my students in Prep 2. Let's welcome this new academic year and start with the high Book 3. Unit 1. On camera. We can see a CCTV camera in a lot of places like banks, airports, shops, major streets and houses. And this camera used for surveillance or watching people, especially when you think they are doing something illegal.
Somebody is watching you. CCTV cameras were initially developed as a means of security for banks. In Britain, they first appeared in 1953, and by the 1960s, there were already a few cameras in major streets in London. There are more than 4 million CCTV cameras across the country. That's one camera for every 14 people. The cameras are there to film dangerous or illegal behavior. With new software, they can automatically recognize the faces of known offenders, and a new kind of CCTV in the Netherlands can detect angry voices and automatically warn the police of trouble. Some CCTV cameras can even interact with the people they are watching. But these cameras don't just watch criminals. They watch all of us, almost all of the time. Every time we go into a shop, use a cash machine, or travel on public transport, a camera records our actions. The amount of surveillance in towns and cities across Britain is increasing, because it is thought to deter crime. Some goods in shops now have RFID tags, radio frequency identification tags, attached to them. When you pick up one of these items, the RFID tag sends a radio message to a CCTV camera, and the camera starts filming you. Shops say this technology helps to catch shoplifters, but only by treating everybody as a potential criminal. Cameras and tags are not the only ways of monitoring our actions. Every time you make or receive a call on your mobile phone, the phone company knows the number of the phone you are calling and how long the call lasts. It is even possible to work out your exact location. The police often use this information when they're investigating serious crimes. And what about satellites? Are they watching us from space? How much can they see? Anybody with a computer can download Google Earth and get satellite photos of the entire world. Perhaps governments are using even more powerful satellites to watch the illegal actions of their citizens. Even when you are at home, you are not necessarily safe from surveillance. High-speed internet connections have made computers more vulnerable than ever before. When you use your computer to visit websites, you are probably sending and receiving cookies without realizing it. Cookies transfer information from your computer to the website, and in theory, could record which websites you visit. Or perhaps somebody has secretly installed a keystroke logging program on your computer. These record every letter that you type on the keyboard, your passwords, your emails, and your bank account numbers, for example. Modern technology is making it easier and easier to stay in contact, but it is also making it nearly impossible for us to hide.
Let's learn more about the new vocabulary. War. To tell somebody about something dangerous. Illegal, against the law. Citizen, inhabitant of a state or nation. Surveillance, the careful watching of people who may have done something wrong. Cash machine, that is a machine from which you can withdraw money. Tags, labels, which you attach to an item. Monitoring, keeping a check on something. work out to calculate something. Shoplifter, people who steal from shops. Initially, at the beginning or at the first. Offenders, people who break the law. Interact, to communicate with somebody. Deter, to make someone not to do something. Potential equal possible. Vulnerable, that is something is easy to attack or very weak. In contact, to communicate with others. In theory, as a general idea which may not be true in reality. The next part here with the word formation. To change some verbs into nouns, we use some suffix like meant, ans, and chan. Look at the table. We have some verbs here. Attach. To change attach to a noun, we use meant. So it will be attachment. Develop, development. Harass, harassment. Treat, treatment. The second one here with the ending with ans. So it will be from appear to appearance. Assist to assistance. The last one with chan. Deduct, deduction. Exasperate, exasperation. Investigate, investigation. Recognize, recognition. Here we have some verbs that are used for different kinds of looking. Gape. To look at somebody or something with your mouth open. Glare. To look at somebody or something angrily. Glance. To look at somebody or something quickly. Observe. To watch somebody or something carefully to discover more about it. Peer. To try to see somebody or something when you can't see them clearly. Peek. To look at somebody or something quickly and secretly. Spot. To see somebody or something suddenly. Stare. To look at somebody or something for a long time. Like that. Choose the correct answer. We all stood and spaced in astonishment when our teacher came into school in a brand new sports car. Which one is correct? Observe it. Number 2. The little boy spaced at his new bike in surprise. Which verb here that is correct? It will be gaped. Number 3. The teacher spaced at her watch. Glanced. Number 4. The children were very quiet, and so she spaced into the room to see what they were doing. Picked. The old man spaced angrily at the naughty children. Of course, angrily, so the answer is glared.